bathe in color, I just wanna play. But they're stuck in cycles covered in gray. Don't want me to be different, they just want me the same. But I don't work that way. Try to keep me inside, but your request is denied. Cause I don't work that way. Oh, they take it all and watch my spirit fade like a morning cloud that rain. And they wonder why I hide my soul, but I'm not the same. I don't work that way. Dance in the sun, why's it gotta rain? Why does life always feel like I'm against the grain? Can I bathe in color at least for today? Cause I'm losing sleep when I'm not awake. Don't want me to be different, they just want me the same. But I don't work that way. Try to keep me inside, but your request is denied. Cause I don't work that way. Oh, they take it all and watch my spirit fade like a morning cloud that rain. And they wonder why I hide my soul, but I'm not the same. I don't work that way.
Well, hello out there. Very spooky Saturday. I just wanted to catch some vibes. Look at it. Looks pretty good. I'm liking. Yeah, happy Saturday. A little bonus stream action for us today. I've got a little toy set up. I've been playing around with this thing, making sure I understand how it works. I think I do. And I think we're going to have something that's going to work for us to start playing around with this little aesthetic project. There's kind of two phases that I have planned for this. One is the explosion itself, and one is the aftermath of the explosion. So, like, it can't be in a permanent state of explosion, right? So it has to explode, and then it will be something once it explodes. And I think I have an idea. We're not going to start with that, though. I will show you what this looks like. Little early bird bonus here. Check this out. We'll doll this up. It won't just be obviously like a square shooting out other squares. And we can change the shape of this a little bit and the color, but I kind of like the color. Way different from everything else we have, and it will reach all the way to the center. So on top of this building might be the play for some sort of construction. We don't want to obstruct the view, but this is kind of the perfect spot right in here. So I think we can build a little tower, help it make sense that the control room will be right there. And yeah, we'll see if we can get clever. Uh-oh, shield mode's still on, really? Let me check my own Twitch page, hold on. Siribot did join, so I think maybe it's probably good. Hold on. 1 second. It doesn't look like it, that it's in shield mode. Okay. It's just a glitch on my side. My bad. Okay. But yeah, we have this. So I think we should be ready to play with this a little bit at least. But first, I think I want to just beautify a little bit. It's something that is hard to make time for, and since we're in a bonus stream here, it seems like the perfect type of thing to occupy ourselves with. So let's get some lathe. I want to doll up the area that we have our power spawn running in. Just so it's not ugly every time we go down there. We'll be down there a fair bit. It seems like something we wouldn't want to do a ton, but we actually will do it quite often. Oh, hey, wifey. Well, hello there.
Hello there.
Just a couple of rooms away. Only a couple rooms you could possibly be away in this house, as a matter of fact. A matter of actual fact. We're packed in here like sardines. Alright, gold banded wand of equal trade. That's not what this is. This is a gold scepter. Where is my wand? I've been having a pretty good time with it. I need to, it's hard to like remember every single time. These are both, in fact, scepters. Where would my actual wand be? Is it in a different bag? It's not in here. That's not it. Hey, what's up, Cameron? Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's take a little quick poke around. Yeah, we've been working very hard on it. We're gonna be doing some building today. Okay, let me let's get some more better vibes going. Yeah, it's been a fun project. We started over here and we've slowly been moving over this way. Kind of in the order that the buildings appear, sort of. This is actually not the starter base. It was down in there in the dirt. And the end portal was right there, which was the inspiration for the whole thing. Whoop. So when we went to the end and killed the dragon, we unleashed the evil. Yes. And the result was this massive tree and a growing forest. We're kind of slowly spreading the forest and the corruption that's coming from this pit. And yeah, having a good time. There's one other little bonus area as well. Right down here. This is our cave of the Norse gods. And that's our main man, Halfdan Leifnjall. I love architecture blocks. So cool. And this was a lot of fun too. A bunch of micro block work in here. Enjoyed that very much. Good old Britannia set. Oh, so we're right towards the end of IV. Okay, you're a little ahead of me, but I am in IV. As well. Here in this early area. We are going to do Platline very soon. We recently centralized power. That is in here. We're using HOG, high octane gasoline. Thank you very much. Good day. Good day. Yeah, high octane gasoline, and we're using extreme combustion generators over here. Going great. Going great. Just starting to use the power. Haven't gotten too crazy with it yet, but I think we now have the correct... Yes, we do. Good. Good. Okay, so let's take this floor out and go one level deeper in here. And then we'll just lave this over. Wand of equal trade, very easy. Just simple, quick, small improvement. Something that would be, you know, we're going to struggle to make time for on any other day. Today's the day. We do it. Hopefully just a nice relaxed stream this evening. It has been quite a week. Trying to scramble to play catch up on the YouTube series after having the PC problems. Traveling for Thanksgiving, which was really great. I'm not at all disappointed with our Thanksgiving experience. My wife was, again, I know I said this yesterday, but it bears repeating, an absolute champion. Amazing meal. Amazing family times. But yeah, it was very exhausting. So, nice and low key this evening. Nothing lower key than the OG Minecraft task, but on steroids with this amazing tool. A little block breaking. And that's just what the doctor ordered. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, on the soundboard, I've really been enjoying it. I need to remember to use it more, and there are a couple that it's going to be tricky to find common place for them. But there's no shortage of options, or I shouldn't say options. I made this a little bit difficult for myself. Is there any room in here? There's a little bit. There are a lot of spots on the soundboard, is what I'm trying to say. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Give me that as well. Thank you. So we can add, there's no shortage of spots to add new sounds. It's just kind of tricky. It's more difficult than I thought to come up with stuff that would be cool. I like most of them, but some leave something to be desired. Oh, we're out of V. Let's go rectify that. Only 3? I thought, yeah. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, vanilla together. That was a lot of fun. We could play GregTech together like Cat and Vin. Shows it's highly possible. We just need one spare supercomputer. Easy. Nothing to it. They also have some really cool, you can see both of their screens while they're streaming, which is so cool. I don't know how they figured out how to do that. I'm sure it was just Googling and stuff, but still, it's cool. It's very cool. Yes, look at how good is that? That's so good. I'll answer my own question. We can reinvent a space with so little effort. We got a brand new basement down here. Oh, also, I should mention, I turned mob spawning off. It is 100% allowed by the rules. I believe the rule is after EV. But it might be a little sooner than that, actually. But we're in the range, so I did it because it became a little cumbersome to keep all the repelators filled with gasoline. I can't replace these, weirdly. And we could run permanent power to them, but like transformers and stuff just for that. I feel like that's the reason they allow you to do that. Allow you to disable the mobs. We got lots of chores to do, so I won't complain about one less chore. Man, how good is this wand? And I'm pretty sure it doesn't go around corners and stuff too. It's quite intelligent with how it places the blocks. So like blocks behind this, it will not do. It's only on this plane. It's cool. Quite smart. Only dirt, yes. Hopefully that's not visible outside. We'll go and check. Not that big of a deal if it is. Okay, accurate amount of lave there. We continue. How are we doing on V? We're almost out of V. I could use a better wand, but that would be a huge, huge detour for this very moment in time. It's in the grand scheme, it's not that big of a detour, but for right now, it would be, given our other goals. Okay, I guess I'll just raise this up when I need to, and we'll keep it at the three tall. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Get up there. More lave. Or wait, I have a little bit more. Let's just use this up. It's just much better. It's like, this is not a place we're going to be, hopefully as little as possible, actually. Excuse me. But, when we do have to come here, might as well not look terrible. And we have builder's wands. We're sprouting eggs. So many eggs. That's that. The interconnectedness of this tunnel at this level actually gets basically everywhere we need it to go, which I'm very surprised was actually the case. Very, very surprised. We don't break through. I think, yeah, this was the spot where we had a little bit of an issue with the level of the floor of what's going on above, which is like the base of this magic building. Under the middle of it specifically. It wasn't underneath the pillars, if that makes any sense. It wasn't underneath these things. There's like a floor in this middle part. It's a little bit lower. There's the stairs that lead down into it. So that ended up being problematic, but broadly worked pretty good. Completely random, but I'm not sure that could have gone better if I had planned it, to be honest. Alright, no more V. I don't think we have actually a home location. Is there a... Okay, there's all the ones I have. I do have one Madge. Good. Fill me up, Buttercup. Man, the investments in Thaumcraft and GTNH are super, super worth. And I think required eventually. I got into it pretty early, but I think there is an opportunity to do it even earlier. Which I think if I replay the pack, which I probably will, I will do. Like, I guess I did get the wand basically right when I could, as soon as the quest book was like, oh, you have aluminum now. You can make screws. So here, look at this. I think I made the wand right away, but, I mean, you can go pretty far pretty soon. Uh-oh. That's probably not what we want. You won't do that if I do you like this, right? Uh-huh. Alright, we're almost out of the lathe. Good. Means we're making gains. Gains. We got tons of stuff being processed too. We got alveoli blocks being made. We've got iridium being processed from this, what was at one time a full tank of phthalic. We've got galena being... We don't have galena being washed. It's phthalorite instead. I'm considering... I'm probably going to wait until this iridium's done, but after that, I think I'm going to convert this LCR and this into like a straight through iridium or indium line and make sulfuric acid in here because I have lots and lots of sulfur, and I'm getting passive sulfur or sulfuric acid, which is full. Apparently we're still not full on hydrogen sulfide. We're not voiding overflow on this, are we? Can we not do that? Why was I wonder why I was doing that. Let's leave it on not void and see what happens. Maybe there was a reason I made that choice. Seems a weird choice, to be honest. But anyway, we get plenty of passive sulfuric acid, and the more power we use, the more sulfuric acid we will get. But it still isn't enough for indium, because it just literally drinks it. So I think we'll make the sulfur-based sulfuric acid line. Don't know how you got in there. Don't be in there. Yeah, lots and lots of galena. Still more to come, and there's still lots more on Mars. Sphalerite we were not as successful with. I mean, this is going to be a decent... It's like maybe one super tank, so maybe a stack of indium. We'll need a lot more sphalerite than we got. We did set up a rig. The cheap rig. The good rig is still on the moon. But it's getting a lot of crap. Like, most of this is stuff I don't need. But there's all this, like, even more sulfur than I already have. Tons of electrotene and saltpeter. But not very much sphalerite. I guess I could have picked a better spot. And honestly, what I might do is just trash literally all of this. Take the actually processed sulfur out and trash the rest. And then move the rig. We'll get to that. We don't have to do that right now. Still got a long way to go on this iridium. I want to stockpile enough iridium and then also do the same thing with platinum, which, by the way, we've also been letting our acids run. Looky there, full phthalic acid. You love to see that. Almost full hydrofluoric acid, and I'll show you a couple more changes we made with that too. Full hydrochloric, that's of course full. We're starting to back up dimethylbenzene, so we'll have a big excess to make extra phthalic when we need it. And we're nearly full on phosphoric as well. So another thing I did while we're on a little updates here. This is mostly stuff I was doing today. I got resupplied on titanium using the phthalic acid. I got resupplied on aluminum using the miners that were already on the moon. I got resupplied on black steel, at least a little bit. And then steel, which we're still not doing amazing on. So we'll need to look into expanding our bees. That'll probably be an episode 12 thing. Probably not in this stretch of playtime. What we did do is swap out the 2 extra bees that were here for 3 cryolite. And we now have stimulated all 3 cryolite drones. This is probably still not sufficient. I probably need to upgrade that to at least 6. But we need more room, and that's a whole project of its own. We might, like I said, we got building projects for days. One of them is, boop, this guy right here. I'm going to make a copy of this paste it out there, paste it out here in our utility field where we have copies of all our trees. Right here. And then I'll go through and delete all the extra stuff that's not the building blocks to make sure we don't continue to paste solar panels and farms and whatnot as we can paste this structure around. A little bit of a chore, but yeah, again, it's like one of those things, like it's going to be tough to justify doing that when I'm in the middle of an episode push. So today's the perfect day. We'll see how much we can get done. Yeah, lots of stuff underway. Lots of stuff indeed. And the reason we came back over here in the first place before I started rambling. We need lave. Lave me. Look, in the time it take me to throw those away, those eggs away, I got more eggs. Isn't that insane? The rate I'm pooping eggs. I'm not sure my baby daughter poops more frequently than me. Absolutely expelling them. What's happening here? Okay, yeah, we're under blood magic. So we don't need to be really careful at all. Cover that all up. No problems. Maintenance. This feels good. I know it's a little bit lame, but boy, does it feel good to be getting this done. We still haven't even run our power spawn down this way. We'll get there. It just feels more finished. It just feels more finished. It makes me feel good. What's this song called? After the Rain. Sadly, I think I've used this already. Always on the hunt. And since the last episode, I've picked up exactly one new song. Not amazing. I have a backlog of songs still, so it's not like I have only one song and then we're cooked. Okay, we need to be a little bit careful here. Not sure what's going on there, in all honesty. So we're doing this all nicely for the we're not going to be doing the same for all of our AE tunnels, which are extremely numerous. I'm not going to lie. There's so many of them. But that's because when we eventually, we're going to switch to wireless for moving channels around the base. And none of those tunnels will matter anymore. So, you know, we pick our battles. Oh, man. New wand would be so clutch.
I'll tell you the truth.
I really don't even know what's next in the progression. It would be quite an investment to detour into that. No doubt about it. Alright, I guess one piece of feedback that I would give the Thaumcraft developers about this wand is it would be nice if it took the items out of your inventory last. Hey, thank you there for the follow. Real1. Relico. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you here on Twitch? After last time you were on YouTube. Am I crazy? Don't I know you? Don't I know you? Am I crazy? Wait just a darn minute. Okay. Okay, I didn't stop here arbitrarily. Okay, good. I was about to say, did I make a sound? Was I in sound mind when I did this? I was, it seems. Very good. That was actual grass? No, okay. Okay. I guess this is the one exception. This one AE tunnel, this one section of the one AE tunnel will be nicely finished. Fine. Okay. Oh. There we go. Ah, look at that. Look at that. How wonderful. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think any of this matters in terms of it won't be visible from above. So we're all good. Continue. Yeah, what else? If it wouldn't take from the inventory first, so you would always have a stack here, as long as you had the block that's selected by the wand of equal trade, so I could place the fill holes and stuff. Having to go to my inventory all the time is a little bit tedious. It's a very minor complaint because this is an awesome tool, but in pursuit of perfection, you know. Ha! I knew it. I knew it. I thought I was like, wait a minute. I started trying to pronounce the name, and I was like, wait, if I pronounce this how it looks like it should be pronounced, then I know this name. I know this name. Oh, well, glad you could make it. Happy Saturday. Not a normal stream day for me, but found myself with a little time. Went over and had a nice evening beer with our neighbors, who are very, very nice people. Very fortunate. We've low rolled on the neighbors a few times in our time together, my wife and I. But this time, about as high roll as you could possibly hope for. Amazing neighbors. So yeah, that was enjoyable, and they're very nice to our little baby too. And yeah, and then yeah, so what am I gonna do? Might as well do this. So yeah, we're doing a few cosmetic projects that it's been a little bit hard to find time for. Some a little bit more interesting than what we're doing right now. Right now we're kind of filling in the power spine tunnel, so it's not butt ugly every time I go in there. Figured why not? If we're doing projects that, you know, having a hard time making time for, that is probably number one on the list. Fill me up. Dang it! Forgot to grab myself a fresh bevy. Yes, and a few other things too. I got this laser Ooh, I got the laser. And I think we're gonna build it on top of this building too. We've got a perfect sight line for it. Maybe not exactly there, but somewhere in that region, so it can stick up just a little bit, but not overwhelm these two buildings, and leave room for something even bigger behind it, of course. And then wham! We'll blast a laser at the tree, yeah! Took a little bit of figuring out that it. Once you kind of once I figured out what all the settings are for, it was very intuitive, and this is very informative, the guide as well. So it just took a little bit of playing around, and we landed on it. And it makes it all the way down. Perfect. So yeah, I think we'll get to that today as well. Chicken? No. Yes. Yes, we did get one. We're on a little bit of a heater with getting chickens as well. Had to kill a few. Very sad. Alright, I feel like that should be enough for our immediate needs. Huh, I made some weird choices here. Okay. No, this is all completely unnecessary, but just because we might fly through here, I didn't want it to be a sight line that we can't ignore. I think probably want that to be an elevator right there. Your way in. Nice. Yeah, small improvement, but this will be nice. As much as I like to think I don't go into my like accessory areas once they're kind of complete, it's just not true. Especially for the power spawn, because we'll have to upgrade it many times. All right, you know what? It's time. Good to add you back. I removed these because I needed them for Britannia. But now, your time has come. You are now void. Alright, new approach here. No, that was a little bit wasteful, but who cares? Filling all the poke holes first. God, buddy, you scared me bad, buddy. Not the tidiest thing ever devised in the history of Earth, but it's fine. This is almost certainly excessive, even for my personal ambition at the moment, but what are you gonna do? Oh man, this is ugly. Ugly. Boy, I really did not care how this looked at all. Do I now? I think I do. It's that type of day. The routing of this is so crazy. Don't ask me what the logistics of this are. I would never be able to answer that in a million years. A catastrophic mess. That's what this is. My God. How did I let it get so bad? I gotta actually create a room for this to even be a cleanup. This is crazy. Why did I do this? Okay, that's maybe. Do we need any of this? I don't think we really do. It's actually out. This is not, excuse me, this is not in the correct layer to even be something we can wall behind. It'll be all the way outside if we do that. Getting a little unlucky with our music rolls too. I'm about to go to sleep over here. Oh, this is an old school banger right here. This must have come out in like, oh man, 2009. I know, that was a sleepy one. Kind of mindless work here, plus mindless, like, kind of sad, somber music. Man, do it to me. Okay. Is that going to satisfy me? That this is clean enough? Oh no. I have to. I do. Make everything easier to walk around. It'll just make me happy. I don't know if this is from Monster Cat. This is Approaching Nirvana. It's called Sugar High. From the Illusions LP. Approaching Nirvana is my ultimate Minecraft music. It's like, you know, I understand that I play it literally out. It's the only thing I ever play. But, it's my favorite. It's the best Minecraft music ever. It's vibey, like, especially if you get on a good streak of, sometimes Spotify can do you a little bit dirty and give you a bunch of like low-key or melancholy songs when what you're looking for is like a pick-me-up. But if you get on a good streak with Spotify on the regular Approaching Nirvana playlist, man, it can hype you up, which is sometimes really needed when you're doing kind of slow tasks like this one. This is it, though. This is the final frontier. We'll move on after this room. Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, my interest in this music and this artist and stuff goes back a very long time. They've been around for a long time and have been supporting specifically Minecraft content creators and others, but extra support for Minecraft players. They have songs that are specifically about Minecraft. They're like adaptations of the Minecraft or vanilla music. Very cool. Yeah, and like their vibe is good, and they're cool with. I mean, I get to use their music and not pay them any royalties. That's pretty amazing. Otherwise, YouTube would be giving me so much grief. I got a little bit of grief about the music I tried to play. I tried to, vary it up a little bit yesterday for once, and bit me right in the rear. I got a copyright claim on the stream. Lesson learned. Never betray my Approaching Nirvana. I know I can separate the track and stuff and have it be like so the VOD is muted or there is no music in the VOD. But I like having music in the VOD. Maybe it's just me. It might actually be just me, and people just prefer to play their own music. But I don't know why, but I just like it. Hold on, I need to know my nighttime instructions. All right. All right, we're out of the instructions as always, or have fun. Most supportive wife on the planet. It must be said. And can't be overstated. What? Wait a minute, one more time. More instructions are needed. Mission confirmed. She was just telling me about how she was misinterpreting the absolute rank smell coming somehow emanating in the bedroom. We thought it was the dog farting. It wasn't. Confessions were made. Your partner's supportive too of your hobby. That's great. And me too. I'm so addicted to this. It's quite ridiculous. And my wife has become a little bit of a gamer herself. She's not into the same type of games as me, and that's completely fine. That's the beauty of games. She loved Stardew Valley. She loved vanilla Minecraft, but that is, the complexity of this. This is a completely different type of Minecraft, so I can't blame her. But she loves Stardew Valley, and she loves Zelda. And she also played The Witcher several times, The Witcher 3. So she games, she gets it. A solid individual, must be said. She's in there gaming right now, as a matter of fact. On some Zelda. Yeah, you gotta time that. You gotta time it good. It's like something that captures... You'll know. You'll know. Like, the interest will be captured in a way that you're like, oh, this is it. This is when I get the Steam Deck or whatever medium she like is showing some inclination towards, or he or whoever. It's definitely a timing thing. The transition for a non-gamer to gamer is it's delicate. It's delicate. It can go badly wrong. You know, if the first, like, let's say you pick up some game and you just happen to pick up like Call of Duty first, which at one time might have been a great decision. But I think these days it's become so hyper competitive that it might be hard to have fun on that as a new player. I mean, I would consider myself like an old school Call of Duty player, and I can't have fun on the new games. Mostly because I'm like old. I don't think my brain works fast enough anymore, or my reflexes, for that matter. Why do I have a big hole here? That's weird. Yeah, it had its time. Like, there was a time when my interest and ability like coincided with what Call of Duty had to offer, for sure. But no more. On both counts, really. There are some other games I would like to try, but man, it's like, do I really, at the cost of playing GT and H, do I want to try them? Is that, like, that's, I'm not sure. So far, the answer to that has been no. Very precious gaming time. Basically 8 to midnight-ish, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then completely at random on the weekends, unreliably. It's prioritization. And GTNH is the priority. Oh, PoE 2 is looking really good. I actually have never played Path of Exile, but I've watched a lot of content about it. So I feel like I could play it. And the gameplay, like arcade style, top down character builder games are fun. Okay. Is that Projectus Completus? I think that is. It looks like we missed a couple little spots. Can we... Just don't want to see dirt? No dirt. Alright, yeah, I'd have to get up in there to see that dirt. It's hidden, effectively. Be gone, dirt. Or cobble. These appear to be unnecessary holes. Man, this now seems completely unnecessary to be such a mess, but I actually think it's not. It is actually necessary. So we'll leave it. It's fine. Ooh, hello? And we'll probably turn this into a basement when the time comes. Because this is going to be very complicated to wire up. There's so many machines in here. And... yeah. I don't know what we're going to do with this, actually. It's in terms of putting it on permanent power. It doesn't look that bad from where we just glanced around, but there's quite a lot in there. Let's gander at it. Why not? Yeah, like all these. I don't think there in 2.7. I don't think there is a multi-block assembling machine until you get the Aslan. And then if the PA doesn't work anymore, what do I do about circuit assemblers? Do I actually need to rebuild the or like re-turn on the clean room and run wireless in there and do and just like the whole kit and caboodle? Seems like a lot. No maintenance problems, just a quick check. But yeah, this is another thing. Maybe like a Saturday stream where we rewire this building. Precise assembler. Let's see how soon that is. Oh, that's basically now-ish. Lumium. Okay, that's something I haven't gotten. And Mar M200? Okay, so that would make sense. The price is down tiered to EV, so that would that's kind of how you work around not having the PA. Oh, what's up, Skip? The marging. Which one? This one? The double Mar M200 steel plate. That makes sense. Okay, then my concern is alleviated then. I'll just wait until 2.7 to make this probably. Because we'll probably have a whole episode about the update, because I'm really excited about it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It's going to be so sick. I can't wait to replace this thing. The multi-block lathe, oh my god. It's going to be baller. Plus, like, all the cool things that are added are in front of me. So I just can't wait. So I think episode 11 is what we're working on. And then 12. That's probably going to be timing-wise about right for the 2.7 update. Because otherwise, I need to wait an update. Because losing the ability to use this machine and then not immediately replacing it with all those multi-blocks would be a catastrophic system failure for our ability to autocraft. So, the timing of when we I have to do the machines right away. There's no not doing the new multi-blocks right away. Steel for the casing needs. Ah. Let's look. I want to look at this because it looks like we could maybe even think about this a little bit right now. At least be thinking about it, not be making it. EV plus glass we have good. Tiered machine casings, we can do some baller machine casings at this point. Basically IV if we would so desire, which we probably would. Precise electronic unit casings. Also tiered. Precise electronic. Mark 1, Mark 2. What do you need? Ooh! Not something we can afford soon. Not something we can afford soon. This is what we would be making. Not yet, though. We're working on this. I didn't think this would be iridium. I thought it was going to be rhodium plated palladium. But I guess this is ZPM and not LUV, so I guess that makes sense. Lumium, there it is. Signalium. Is that like the thermal expansion signalium? Anyone remember that? What's up, Nicholas? We're doing a little bit of maintenance today, a little bit of building maintenance, and then we're gonna probably play around with this laser. We're pretty much at the point where we want to play around this laser. I'm just taking a quick look at the precise assembler. Look at it go! And start to think about what an explosion down there would look like, and then also what would happen, what would happen after the tree explodes, because we can't have it be permanently exploding. We need to create the explosion build, get some clips of it, make a sick montage for episode 11, and then immediately the explosion's gone and the tree is in its state of post-explosion decay. So that's like kind of what we're getting into here in just a bit. But we were just looking at the precise assembler and just kind of trying to wrap my head around how to get towards this. But it will be down tiered to EV in 2.7, which is POG. And the LPF will still work. The recipe is just disabled, we think. Well, I like, just as a hedge, I feel like I want to just be prepared to go straight for glory, straight for absolute glory. What more glorious thing is there to do than build like 15 multi-blocks, different ones? That's amazing. Amazing. All right, how do I acquire this? Oh, that's pretty easy. Okay. And then blast furnace at LUV. Minimum of TPV coils. We can certainly achieve that. The LUV thing is a minor problem in that we don't currently have a blast furnace capable of making that, but we could easily get one. What is that? A high computation station Mark 1. Elite circuit board, you say? Okay, more signalium. None of the rest of this looks like it'd be a huge problem. Is this a huge problem? An ASOC wafer? No, it's I'm assuming this will work with phosphorus doped silicon bulls. Is that, no, it won't actually. No, these don't appear to be phosphorus doped silicon bulls to me. That looks cool. Yeah, this is out of reach for sure. Well out of reach. ASOC, we can't make you. And we need lots of these. What did it say? How many did it say? Something like 80? Yeah, 42 to 86 of these. Woo! Molten black steel too. Not that that's really a huge problem, but still. Wow, what a gargantuan expense. And with Lumium, why was this a problem? It's not a huge problem unless this is unachievable somehow. What is it? Phosphoric acid we have. High energy mixture we could make. Okay. That's pretty cheap considering it's a UV cable, isn't it? A little bit. And what is this? Achievable things. Yeah. It's just this. I mean, wow. Okay, so I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna get to Naquata before we get to any of these plasmas, right? So that's gated to NAC line currently? Dang, man, that's a beast. But because you have the processing array, like, who cares? The processing array is goated in 2.6. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We need to scale check this. So let us grab a screen capture. We need to make sure we know what we're working with. second. Give me my Excalidraw. And I think tomorrow, if I have time, I'm gonna like sit down and hard commit to finishing the continent for the creative project. The landmass is built, all the mountains are in. I just need to get into a single player world and look at them and make sure they look good. The steppes are in for the stepped biome, all the rivers are in, everything's in. I just need to put all the biomes in. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Are we together? It looks like we are. Okay. I need to put the biomes in, and then I need to texture, like, put the base texture in all the biomes, like the base ground covering block. And then I think we're going to be ready. I'm really excited about that, too. Okay, so if we were to build a laser, let's go red so I can see it good. Is that significant enough? Is it more like yay? Pow pow pew pew. Something like Bazinga, you know what I mean? I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but if it were something like that big, looks like a man with laser vision, kind of. This top, this is a little bit top heavy, isn't it? That feels about right. We'll have to think a little bit about how to make it elaborate and cool looking. Maybe we could even look at some pictures of lasers. Let's try. Laser launcher. In Cyberpunk? It might be a little too on the nose. Alien Flora retro game art. That might be kind of cool. Intergalactic battle. That seems proper. Okay. Laser launcher shooting green laser. Generate me one of those, would you? Cyberpunk for the win. Let's do that then. We'll do that. Large laser? I don't want it to be like a pistol, laser pistol. I want like a complex. Whoa. New inspiration art area. Lasers. I like that. How can we tweak this a little bit? Large laser platform shooting green laser. Launcher? Something on legs a little bit would be cool. There we go. Here we go. Give me that. We're getting a BTS right here. This is how I aggregate inspiration art. If you also from Google, but a lot of times using Deep AI, it's very useful. That's pretty good. I kind of like that form. We need to build this on a diagonal, which may complicate this just a little bit, but with architecture blocks, I think it'll be fine. It's almost on a 45 degree, and we can make it exactly a 45 degree, or pretty close. And like, I don't know, a 33 degree downward trajectory or 30 degree downward trajectory, something like that. This is pretty cool. It might be like right on the money, and overcomplicating it from here might be a mistake, but we're gonna try one more. How about just generate the same prompt one more time? Maybe one more. I don't like that. It's kind of silly. I wonder why it's prioritizing like the star, or like the, I don't know, like if you had astigmatism and you were driving down the road, this is what would be coming off of everyone's headlights. That's kind of how I interpret this. There's no laser beam though. Where's the laser beam? Okay, we're gonna take this too, because like as far as the structure of this is more or less what I kind of had in mind. Bam, and then I come in here and get really stupidly specific about how these are lined up. Hold on. I just moved that. Move back. I'll try not to be super OCD, but I gotta get this relatively close or it's gonna drive me insane. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, inspiration, scale. This is our process. Scale, shape, detail. Now we scale check in real world gaming. Give me. Probably have an opportunity to add a little bit of color. We're pretty much right above this. That's where we want to be. I like this spot better. Right there. Just about it. Seems right. All right, I kind of want to consider. Let's actually look. Oh no. I think this is coming back in 2.7 as well. You get the graph thing. Is the trajectory tracker coming back? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? In vanilla, the thing that goes on your crosshair to tell you how far off of a perfect 0 degree alignment with true north you are? Like, this won't be a perfect 45 degree into the tree, unfortunately. It would be more like right here. Yeah, this... It's a little bit less ideal of a location, but I think the 45 degree thing is actually quite important, and being more above this is not necessarily bad. But I think the laser won't look right coming off of this thing if it's not a perfect 45 degree directly to the spot. It doesn't have to be vertically perpendicular with the impact point, but it needs to be at a 45-degree angle. Even this is not that perfect, is it? Yikes. Okay. Is this a case of we need to build this like as part of this? What's going on here? Okay, that's about as good as it probably is going to get. Is it a depth problem? Hey, what's up, Nevin? We're trying to plan the laser. Yeah, that's not good. Not a 45er. Really, the 45er is right here. We have the laser. I've figured out how to use this particle generator to make kind of, sort of what I want, at least enough to get us started. And this is really the spot where it needs to go. That's a little bit of an unfortunate state of affairs. We probably want to figure out... Ooh. This might require a little bit of a redesign of this building. Let's stare at this for a second. Yeah, it's an aesthetic project day. We need to explode the tree. We'll do that with a laser. We need to build the laser. We are working on a little bit of inspiration. That's right, opening the tree. Pew pew! Unfortunately, the spot that we had ideally hoped to use will not work, because we need to build the laser on an angle, and the only really truly suitable angle is a 45-degree angle. I guess with architecture blocks, that's not technically true. We could go on something a little bit less severe or more severe than that using architecture blocks. Oof. I don't know if, but it's like a gamble that it ends up being right enough that you don't notice that the laser is coming off at a different angle than the laser itself, the device, is pointing. If we use a perfect 45-degree angle into the spot we want to hit on the tree, we solve that problem before it even is a problem. But if we're going to use a 45-degree angle, it has to be where that block is. What's in the tree? At the moment, the end portal is down here, and that's not changing, so I shouldn't say at the moment. Chalice is in the tree. But for lore, in terms of how the lore goes and the story goes, the tree actually, we think it contains something. Our player is convinced that his path to true power requires him to crack this tree, and that has been backed up by some instructions we've gotten from the Norse down in the cave that tell us that is indeed what you need to do on your path to true power. But what it's actually here to do, that we don't know, but that the Earth Mother knows and the Norse gods know, it's holding back the evil from the end dimension. So what we're really doing is we're being tricked into damaging the Earth's protection of itself. Yeah. Lore. We're being hoodwinked. So we're going to explode it. We'll have a cool scene in the video about exploding it and the laser being turned on and pow, kaploo, kablang. And exactly, now you're near, yep. We're thinking, that's right. Simpatico minds right here. I think this next episode, that's kind of what I'm hoping for, because I just got acids done. We're in a really good place on acids. All the tanks are either very nearly full or full, and we'll start to back up the input items a little bit again. So that frees us to do cone production. But before we do cone production, I think in the order I want the video to be, after we do acids, we'll kind of detour into this in the video and have a kind of midpoint of the video be about breaking the tree, the cool cinematics, the after effects of the tree being broken, and then we'll pivot into cone processing. Yeah, I'm pretty convinced about the 45. Okay, so then the question then becomes, how do we build the laser right here? Does it require a reconstruction of that area of the building? I think it definitely does. I think we'll put blocks down instead of taking blocks away, though, and then we'll assess what blocks need to be taken away. Guys, I'm trying to focus here. Can we not? Can we agree that this is not... What just happened to my sword? Hello? Did I just get disarmed? What just happened to my sword? My Kikoku. Yeah, I hope so. I hope it'll be a really good episode, because episode 10, I didn't do a bunch of lore. It was mostly about building and some tech. I didn't leave a bunch of room to get into lore. Ah, I did get disarmed. I was about to say, no way that it just got destroyed. It's got such high durability. Okay, good. We're safe. Yeah, his sticky fingers over there. My God. Chikoku. Which, the main reason I love this sword... hello? Oh, I put it on the wrong side. My bad. It's because of that. Look how cool that is. I look like a ninja. It's freaking cool. It's unstable ingots. Kikoku. Unstable large sword blade and unstable ingot, and this is in an extruder. And it says you have to use... Alright, I thought at one point... I guess I'm wrong. It said... I thought you had to use these, but you don't. And if you make 8 of these at a time, and they end up in a stack of 8 instead of 8 individual unstable ingots, they will not explode. You can just pop them right into the extruder. An obsidian stick. Amazing. So cool. And it's pretty good. It's not incredible, but it's pretty good. And it's called the Cursed Blade of Misfortune. How appropriate is that for our player? Come on. And I did not name it that. This is like a metadata tag. It's freaking cool. You made a Gaia Spirit Hammerhead and an NB Extruder 680,000 seconds. That is crazy. I love that they took the time to put that, to like do the calculation or include a calculation that would come up with that value. That's so ridiculous. So my plans for the rest of IV, or at least going forward from where we're at in IV, there are 2 main things that are on my short-term radar. Number 1 is Platline. But in order to do Platline, my input item for this is going to be the Platinum Comb, which will eventually produce the actual input item of like dirty platinum dust or whatever it is. And so I need to be able to process the comb. So in order to process the comb, that's why we set up the acids. And now we have hydrofluoric acid on passive. Wham bam. And we should be backing up fluorine. Yeah, so we're going to be able to support this very easily. We upgraded. I did this during the day today. I'll show you this. I don't think anyone was around when I showed this off earlier. We also, I took a bunch of time today to recover on ingots. We're back up on titanium, aluminum, steel, all the other goodies. And I swapped out some bees. You're right, you do. And then eventually, after you process the fluid down, you end up with back with the dust. So you can start the line over with aqua regia and end up with the stuff you need to produce palladium and all that. But you're right, it does produce the fluid from the comb directly, but then, like I say, once you process the fluid down, you end up with a bunch of... here, I'll show you. You end up with a bunch of refined platinum salt dust, which you blast furnace for platinum metallic powder dust. And then this is the aqua regia, platinum residue, platinum concentrate. So I immediately get back into platinum concentrate, but I need this. It looks like I'm going to want some charcopyrite and tetrahedrite in all likelihood too, but this would be also a fine way to do it. I don't know why you would, what would be the advantage of, is it the one extra bucket of platinum concentrate that you're, why wouldn't you do it this way? That seems crazy. Anyway, I need this to then get this and this for the rhodium. I think I need to do the flatline before I can do all the stuff I need for rocket fuel. Is that right? Or am I making that up completely? I think I need to get into circuits and stuff before I can... get into hydrazine, dense hydrazine. Chemical plant. Maybe not. I don't know why I thought that. For some reason, I thought I was gated to doing all this stuff until I got circuits. But we needed the phthalic acid for this too, so we did. That's why we did the acids as well. Wait, was it this? I think it was. Yeah, okay, so we need palladium for this orange metal catalyst. So I need to do the plat line. That's right. Now it's all coming back to me, like how we ended up in this order. Let me actually get... Where's my notepad? Here we go. Acids, then combs, then plat line, then hydrazine, then tier 3 rocket, then the samarium abridged line, then circuit upgrades, and then into LUV. Well, don't I need a bunch of rhodium-plated palladium for LUV? But this is our plan, and sprinkling some building in there too, which is what we're doing today. And that's a check. That's a big old check right there. That's fair. But don't, like, for everything in LUV, even the machine frame, right? I need rhodium-plated palladium in large quantities, don't I? Is there any way to get this? Like, is this a thing you can batch realistically? That's pretty funny. Okay. There we go. So we're at the platinum residue dust, which we had just circled into. That's why we need dirty platinum dust. Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. So tier 3, I can just get the platinum ores from tier 3 planets? I'm really enjoying bees. Like, that's definitely going to be a central theme of this run. But I think next run, I'm going to go in a much different direction. I may use them supplementally. Is my jetpack on? Hello? Okay. I may use them supplementally, but I think surely not to the scale that I plan to use them in this run, which will be absurd. Where like almost all of this is going to be converted into only bees for acids. And we're going to move this, or, well, copy this like 8 more times and put tons and tons of alveoles in. So many. Meteors are something we could do as well, and I think I will do. Like, the platinum meteor looks ridiculous, actually. And like, speaking of a way to avoid plotline, that thing looks crazy. Let me get back to business here. We could do that. I think I might try to do the level maintain plotline though, which I think is hyper compressed version in terms of the number of machines. I thought some of those bees, like the space bees and stuff though, don't they have to be on those planets to be bred? Am I crazy? This would be so much better. Isn't it unfortunate that it's just off? Yeah, it's too bad. Okay. Indian bee. I do want the Indian bee too. Good God, I want it so bad. So bad. We have a lot of galena now though. The tier 2 mining rig was great. A great investment. Took all my iridium, but it was worth it. I'm making more. Bees for the win as usual. But yeah, that thing got me so much galena. I need to move it. Once it's done, it's still not even done. I need to move it to some sphalerite. So we're a little bit laggy on sphalerite. And then I need to set up a quick sulfuric acid line. Just water, oxygen, and sulfur. All mine's coming from hydrogen sulfide from oil desulfurization currently. All right, I'm staring at this so much, but I'm really stumped. Like, how I'm gonna have to. This might be a whole redesign. Let's do a little bit of placement. Useful to have, so you have a bunch of... That's actually a good point about going to the planets, yeah. So you have a bunch of the materials just to toss in there, because I'm going to be waiting for them to be produced. That's for sure. Shout out to Rockwazite ore from Ross 128b. Wait, Ross 128b is also that planet that is like abandoned, right? That has... you could find Grandmaster energy absorbers on it, because that would be sick too. I have currently, let's look, 265 indium and 1 indium gallium phosphide. That seems like a very, absolutely minuscule amount, I'm not gonna lie. We have enough galenites to probably get like 7 more stacks, but the sulfuric acid and aluminum requirements to actually do that are going to be so large that I'm not sure it's really as easy as I'm making it sound. Alright, I need to just follow my principles. Scale, shape, we know the scale. At least we have a reference for scale. We need to decide shape. And then I need to not worry about detail right now. How we integrate this into the building, that's a future me problem. Future me. I like this leg situation that most of them seem to have. If it was something like that, it's not pointing down. But now it is. It's not pointing down very steeply. I think that's what I've come to understand, that you can find Grandmaster energy absorbers. That's the abandoned planet, right? Like when you go there, there's a like abandoned civilization that has technology that's scattered about. All right, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you as always. If it were like that, that's probably our best hope. It's a little bit hard to see. That is pretty close, though, wouldn't we say? I feel like I would say. Like, what are the alternatives? Are there other options that we have? Would it be... Alright, that's too low. Okay, so it was about as good as we could hope for. Maybe this is actually the spot where the thing goes. Alright, I've got to reset this entire thing. It's a little bit unfortunate. Do you want to turn off for me, or what's going on? Okay, forget it. Forget it. Something weird is going on here. Okay. Can I reproduce that? I mean, if I could get Grandmaster energy absorbers, I would still appreciate those now. To be honest. Get some quick Bs and plug 6 or 7 of those right into this right here. I'd be very happy with that. I'm not gonna lie. 10, 12, 18, 50 of them, you know? Hundreds of them, scale my way all the way through the game on the back of what's it, Google Power? I mean, come on. Do I need to use it? What's going on here that I can't place double slabs? Why can't I place a slab directly under this slab? I'd like very much to be able to do that. Are you going to force me to micro block you? Because I will. Problem with this, first of all, it looks doo-doo. We can fix that, but right now it's not impressive, is it? The problem is we aren't going to be able to use architecture blocks to angle this if they are not all on a full block orientation. Is that a problem? I think it... I'm not sure, actually. It depends on how the architecture blocks end up sitting on this. It could look cool. Could give it some flav. But it could be a disaster, too. I guess we're going to find out. Let's find out. I saw that. I saw the picture of that. Oh, okay, so it was laggy. It looked pretty crazy, though, we have to say. It must be said. Alright, there's some 45ers. There's some flatter ones. Can we have any other better options there? Some C3s. Some BNs. That sounds good. A little goofed up and mixed up in locations of all my blocks here. Alright, I think I want a few of these. I want... Aren't there... I think there's some other options we have for, like... I don't really know how to even describe it. This rounded outer corner. And that's a beveled outer corner. Wait a minute. Good thing I haven't done diddly. Completely forgot about that view, my bad. As if we need to stare endlessly at the inspiration art. This might do it. I think this should. Let's... Only one way to find out. Man, why am I so confused by this? Does it feel like improvement? Kind of looks cool. Can I do... these? This is a complete experiment, so we could be completely redoing this. How did I do this? Kind of looks interesting. I don't know. It's a little bit hard to tell. Man, this is really tricky. A little bit of a struggle. I mean, is this the answer? Just put as many of these on as I possibly can? It's a really difficult challenge, I'm not gonna lie. In a way that like nothing feels like it's going down properly. We gotta have faith though, we gotta have faith. Yeah, I gotta trust it. Call me Joel Embiid, baby. Okay, the dilemma that I'm having is these can't go here because this is not angled at all. There has to be some upward progression. It'd be so nice if I could actually. Where's the? What's this here? Roof overhang outer corner, a smaller triangle. Do we dig? We have some of those. What exactly happens when we place these down? Because this isn't the right thing. This is the right thing. Whoops. It's not really doing it. It is kind of neat. I guess it's actually not smaller. Yeah, it's actually no different. It is kind of cool. It's like a little bit of a difference, though. It's too awkward for the spot. Okay. How? The answer is obviously that nothing can go there. It just needs to be a vacant spot. I'm kidding. What is the answer? I don't know. I'm reaching. You there? It's not uninteresting. Okay, that did nothing. Good. Why can I not put a block in here? Man, on the half measure, beveled inner corner. Let's go look at that. Wait, I have this. Wait. Beveled inner corner. Where is beveled inner corner? That's not. You know what? We're done over here with this. Come here with me. Beveled inner corner. Oh, you might have hit it on the head. there's got to be... Oh! Oh, it's perfect. It's like all it needs is something at the top. It's perfect. It's offset perfectly. Oh man, what a suggestion. Clutch. Okay, so that means... I mean, I could do carpenter blocks here too. That's like... Oh, you want to talk about a little bit tedious? That's a little bit tedious, but it would allow us to shape this in a completely custom manner. I kind of don't hate this, though. What if we did... Oh, baby. What is that? It's a 45er? Come on. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Come on. I can't put it there? You got to be kidding me. No. That's because I'm wondering somehow. I have to be. Yeah, I am. Okay. How's this happening? Yes. No? Can't decide what I'm doing wrong here. Is that all? How do I... Can I reconcile these? Oh, crap. I did not expect that to work. Okay, less damaging than I thought. Good. I mean, that looks pretty lasery. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that's pretty lasery. The angle is completely ridiculous, and I think... That's pretty wild looking. I can't decide if I think it looks amazing or terrible. Maybe these could maybe stand to be a little thicker because it is a little bit out of proportion with the rest. There's probably a way to get some micro blocks in here for a little structural support or something. Like to hold the head of the snake, so to speak. If this were like a cobra's head, this would need like some sort of propping up thing. I don't know how long I've been on mute. Hopefully not very long. Had to cough. It's a little unfortunate that it is so angular and it's on top of this circle build. I'm not sure if I was muted when I said that. I don't think there's going to be much we can do about that. There are quite a few options for like round edges as well, but all these are perfectly rounded. There's no angular rounds in this whole thing. Dilemma. Not a huge one, but not a nothing burger. I mean, mixing them seems pretty risky. Oh, nice. That's what I'm talking about. Thunderstorms are super vibey. I don't know, did this kind of work out? Is this actually fine? It's kind of fine. And then if we... Can you... Oh, right. These are like have some goofy thing. Yes, that's right. Hmm? Come on. No. Really? You do me like that? Come on. Oh man, Australian monsoons, baby. We've been having some rain here too lately. A little bit of unfortunate timing for me. I do love the rain, but I had to drive during some very heavy rain. Less than ideal. We made it though, so I shouldn't complain. Everything was fine. I mean, I don't think I hate this. The only thing I think I hate is that this is incomplete. We need this. Now we have justification to fill out. Probably should put a sign there or something. Is there any way to make this round? Like, I don't want to say the answer is yes, but I think it is yes. Do we have to try? Give me a whole stack of these. Is this a bad idea? Oh no. Come on. I don't think there's going to be, because there's not going to be as much variety. With these angular block, there's like not an equivalent, especially for this, the beveled inner corner. It does make it look like a more flexible, like jointed. I don't like it. It's too bulbousy. And that's final. Give me this. I like kind of love it and hate it at the same time. If you can separate it from the build it's sitting on, it's great. Can I do that? Can we help it at all? I like that. Hmm. That would be a nice little connection there. I don't think that's entirely feasible. Maybe it is. Such a tough call on this. I think impossible to make it round and get the same like scale on and slope on it that we have, which is going to be more or less ideal. I think maybe it won't be. It is a really tough call on if this is like two. Yeah, I think I like them too. I think the thinner things help bring it together a little bit. And like anchor it a little more sturdily into this. So the other option, this would be a little bit painful. I'd probably world edit this, I'm going to be honest. Would be to step in and do it like right here. It'd take a little bit more significant of a tower. I think you're right about that. I think like the design is final. The only question is, are we happy with it right here where it is cool, but a little bit jarring with... I think there's probably a way to maybe continue to improve it with a little bit of thin micro blocking in like this area to continue to tie the anchor, but that'd be very minor. And the only other question is, do we move it forward to just avoid having it on the roof? Lower it down to maybe here, but keep it on the same 45 degree directly at the spot we want. Yeah, we're pretty much right on it. Here. You know what we could do? Looks like it's actually this one. Whoops. Oh my god, they're incessant. He just... Oh, these were just hanging out. I see. Come here, you. Did you dare disarm me? Another. Come here. Die. Be gone, fiends. Weird non-matching block IDs. So weird. Okay, so this would be... Oh my god, another one? Seriously? Come here. Roughly the spot. Maybe one block higher. Okay. What do we think? Actually tough. Actually tough. The thing is, I'm not sure it actually solves the conflicting angular problem. It may even amplify it. It does kind of put it in a spot where you can't not notice that they don't match. Like the skyline above the buildings is a little bit busier. There's an immediate background. I'm not sure. I think we stick with the original. Wait. First, give your opinion on the location. Do you agree with me that the up there, despite its optical flaws, is a better spot? Or are you saying try the black stuff down below? Get on the roof, okay. Because we could redo that real quick. Redo? You know? World edit OP. Yes, I think you're right. Oh my god, more? Are we serious with this? Alright, that's it. Goodbye. 43. Goodness. Okay. The top it is, and I like the idea of adding some Celeste because it will help tie it into what's going on above the buildings. These front buildings, which is neon mostly. I like it. If only my vertical flight was faster without me having to use this hotkey. That's very inconvenient. The hotkey, I mean. Which is my fault. Nah. Okay. All right, so we did... I think it was that. That looks right. I should have taken a screenshot of this. Okay. Wait, beam generator. Let's try this. All right, I think that was it. Ooh. Oh. Can I angle that? What's the perfect 45? 137? Looks like it. All right, it's going to be a little bit off. Oh. Did that even move it? It looks like it, if it did, it was barely. Oh my god. I don't love... This is crazy. Are you serious? Are you serious with this? What? Okay, it doesn't look like I can do anything about the black. That would be cool if I could. Looks kind of evil though, that's cool. Okay, I actually have to physically... Okay, so regardless, so shift right clicking this makes it so it either requires or doesn't require, like either signal required or it's inverted, so it doesn't require signal and is always active, similar to Ender IO conduits. But it looks like for the beam, no matter what, I need to enable it, and no status change on the block will affect that. Doesn't really matter long term, but it matters for getting a clip. Because how am I going to get a clip of this turning on without being able to see myself? And one fun thing to play with might be let's turn that off for a second.
Come with me. Believe me. Breathe. Escape. Come with me. I won't leave you behind. Breathe.
Okay.
Is this just a dream?
It's a lot of blocks, isn't it? All right, that's the spawn. Where was I doing? How was I controlling the direction of this? I kind of forgot. Okay, there it is. What I'm wondering is if we can pulse. Speed is too fast on this, but can we pulse some dots down the length of the beam? That'd be kind of cool. They're not very fast. Can I make them faster? I don't think so. Okay, this could be a little bit tricky to get exactly right, but we're going to try. Getting pretty close. All right, maybe Y down by 1 and Z left by 1. Slow crawl. Still not perfect. Same thing, 1 and 1. Here we go. Looks pretty much ideal. That looks insane.
In a place where you feel the fire's gone out. In time we will heal and light will pour out again, again, again. Light will pour out again, again, again. When the darkness surrounds the night without sound, we'll pull the wool down. We'll be together again, again, again. Be together again, again, again. No, we're gonna rise again. We've got each other like a friend. And every time you think the end is near, you'll see the tides can turn. And we will rise again.
That is wild.
We'll rise again. It's not the end. We'll rise again.
I don't know. I kind of like the effect it has when it's a lot of them because it makes it look thicker.
We'll make it together. When the chips are down and you're losing hope, the light
Wild.
will surround.
Completely wild.
The road again, again, again. Show you the road again, again, again. for the sunrise and open your eyes. If we give it time, life will be so bright again, again, again. Life will be bright again, again, again. No, we
Weird that these are a consistent color, isn't it?
got each other like a friend. And every time you think the end is near, you'll see the tides can turn. And we will rise,
Does come out all bright.
we'll rise.
I like this better. It's like it's more powerful at the beginning.
It's not the end. We'll rise again.
I can't tell that that had any effect. I thought it might make them less bright sooner. That's max fade. Not sure it's doing anything. Off with it.
We'll make it together.
Oh. Oh, that's not good. We don't want that.
We'll make it together.
Oh, I see. I see. Hmm. That's so weird. Okay, I think we have our laser. The next thing to think about is how we're going to actually explode the tree. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do. Let's describe that quickly. There's obviously an impact zone. It's more or less exactly where we hoped it would be, right at the X of the marking of the spot. So I think we're going to turn this into a knothole. Have chunks of the tree blowing outward. Chunks of Celestis blowing outward, and the explosion itself like green fire. Like, think about like Game of Thrones, the hellfire that they shot at all those boats and stuff. But do it all. I think the best option we're probably gonna have is glass mixed with maybe some of the Z-Tones blocks, anti blocks. I think they're called. We'll see. We'll see exactly what. But I think, you know, organic explosion, green and blue, and I don't know, maybe some fire. I don't feel like fire. This is kind of supposed to be like an earth magic explosion that we're doing here. So, yeah, I feel like that's the way. We'll have plenty of tinted glass and stuff. We may mix it in some other textures of glass. But I feel like the wood chips are really important. And then afterwards, what I'm thinking is the end goo, the evil, starts to leak from the tree. And it's actually purple, but it kind of encompasses the area around here. And that gives a justification for the corruption to spread this way instead of just from over here. I think that's going to be a pretty good idea, and it kind of goes with what we were working out. You know, what we're really having done to us, I should say, is we're being hoodwinked by the Norse gods to crack this tree and make it easier for them to unleash evil into the world. Hey. That's pretty good. Okay. All right, we're going to call it right there. We got some good... I'm super pumped. This has been something we've been waiting on since like episode 3. since we've constructed the tree, basically. What do you do when life gives you lemons? Build a giant laser and see if lemonade comes out. We're going to find out soon. We'll see you then. Thanks for being here, everybody. Bye-bye.